One of the big problems with technologies like DSL and cable modems is that they require you to be roughly within 18,000 feet of some central office. Cable modems really don't have an 18,000 foot limitation. They do have a limitation, but it's really kind of invisible to us as users. Well, we can't all do that, and that's where technologies like satellite really make the difference. This is a satellite receiver, and let me be more accurate. This is a satellite transmitter and receiver. And this is fairly typical of the internet-based satellite connections that you can get. Satellite isn't nearly as fast as DSL and cable, usually topping out at best maybe about 3 megabits per second, and that's synchronous. However, that information's a bit dated. Today's satellites are asynchronous with downloads which we can see around 12 megabits per second and uploads around 3 megabits per second. When you can't get anything else, as long as you can see a satellite, you can use a satellite receiver. Now, the satellite itself, in terms of the receiver, isn't too terribly interesting. We have technicians who will come out and they'll install this and point it at the right satellite and get it up and running for us. But coming out of this guy are two RG6 cables, one for the transmission and one for receiving, and they go over to the satellite modem. So here's the satellite modem. If you look in the front, it's not too terribly exciting. But in the back, you'll see we've got two connections. These are F-type connections, one for transmit, one receive, when we plug these in. And then we've got power, and then right here we just have a nice little RJ45 connection. So it really works out incredibly well. The concept of modem works pretty much the same for DSL, cable, satellite. You've got something that plugs us into our technology, but the end result is it always comes out as an RJ45. There's one term on the Network Plus you might want to be aware of, and that's called satellite latency. Even though you might reach a certain speed with satellite, simply because of the vast distance involved, you may find yourself in a situation where the satellites are a little bit slow on the response simply because it's a long way up and a long way down.